You're watching Creekbox TV.
Good evening, welcome to Creekbox TV. We're here on Sports Talk, and we got some popular young ladies here in Clinch County in our community. Man, we got Coach Tanya O'Berry, one of our superstars, Angel McCrae, along with Zy Johnson, and we're going to touch a little bit on this last basketball season where we finished number 3 in the state, made it to the Final Four for the first time in how many years, Coach Tanya?
26.
26 years. Y'all don't remember that, do you? Back in your day, Coach Tanya.
Yeah, way back. Yes.
Well, man, exciting times. Everybody in Homeville went to the Final Four at VSU.
Yes,
I mean, it was just exciting. It's good to see that the program's headed in the right direction. And the good thing, how many starters do we have returning for next year's team?
All 5.
All 5.
All 5 starters. We started 3 sophomores, 2 of whom are sitting here with me, Kara Kite, and 2 juniors, Shanatica Wesley, and Sanaa Small, and my 6th man off the bench regularly is a junior, Nyla West.
Mm-hmm. And now do we have a lot of young players that's coming up off the JV, Tanya, that'll add to our numbers? I noticed, and which y'all have got to be in excellent shape because we pressed the whole game. Y'all never stop playing. We've talked about that. We don't have no depth. You know, you're playing with 6, 7 girls sometimes, and these other schools are playing with 10 and 11.
Yes.
And man, I just don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all hold out. Y'all, is it that the way you practice, or I mean, Tanya, do y'all run sprints, or what are you doing?
You know, the one thing I think that I often question myself about is when I was in high school, Key Cox, we ran sprints like, I mean, you would do something, run a sprint, do something, run a sprint. We really didn't do that. Once season starts and you're playing 3 games a week, 4 games a week, a couple of weeks, at some point these girls' legs need to rest. So once we're in game shape, and you really start seeing that about the 3rd or 4th game, what do you say, girls, about 3rd or 4th game, you catch your wind, and then after that we practice. You're playing 3 days a week, you're practicing the other 2, so no, we don't do a lot of sprints. But again, they stay in for the entire game. You
know, and looking at our region, it's a tough region anyway. I mean, we had 2 teams, I guess, in the Final Four from our region.
Yes, us and Telfair.
Us and Telfair, and it'd been nice to have an all-region 2A state final. But and we want to give a congratulations to Marion. They ended up winning it all.
They did.
And they got a good team. But now they're graduating a few. I was looking back, and I think Greenville is like us. They got a lot of people returning next year. They're going to be us. Clinch County and Greenville should be the top 2 teams, I think, next year in girls basketball.
I think so. They have the Leslie. I don't know what it is about twins in that region, because Greenville and Marion are in the same region, and you had the twins, Shabrika and Labrika Wesley from Leslie from Greenville, and they're sophomores like these girls are. And then you have of course the Marion twins, the sisters. They're seniors, and they're going to Virginia Tech on a softball scholarship. They said one of those girls can throw a softball 70 miles an hour.
Man, that's impressive. Zy knows that because you also play softball, don't you, Zy?
Yes, sir.
What position do you play, darling?
Shortstop.
Shortstop. You've played that since you were 9 and 10 at the rec park.
Yes, sir.
And Angel, you play track. You run track, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And y'all just started your track season, didn't you? Zy, you also do track too.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, we got some very, you know, when you're in a small community like this, we just don't have a lot of kids. You know, we have to use them for several different sports, you know. And at the end of the day, I think that's a disadvantage to us. That's the difference between the bigger schools and the smaller schools. I think if we could play with the best 5, we could compete with anybody. If we, you know, and that's the only difference between a small and a big school. We're going to talk a little bit about this past season. Angel, man, you had a great season. You got hurt about 70% into the season. You got hurt and you missed probably 4 or 5 games. And
yes, sir.
How's that injury coming along? Is everything fine now?
It still gives me problems, like on rainy days, but as far as being able to handle it, I can handle it.
Well, that's good. I know we were glad, and I know Coach Tanya and all you other teammates were glad to get you back, especially it makes it difficult. When we got all of our girls are excellent, but when you got two great ball handlers in there, it makes it a lot easier to get the ball down the court. And I know Zy, when you're out, all the pressure falls on Zy, and that means you have to run extra harder to get it down the court. And Zy, you had a great game in the Final Four. There's one rule I want them to change, and that is delaying, just sitting out there dribbling the ball. Is there any way they're going to change that in the future? I just can't stand that type of basketball.
I think it's a great strategy. I think a lot of teams use that strategy. We have, not in the second quarter, before halftime, I admit. We've not done it in the middle of the second quarter. But a lot of states have gone to shot clocks. I think for girls like these who have the potential to play at the next level, I think it's a disadvantage when your school does not use shot clocks. But I think, it's on the table. I saw GHSA sent out a questionnaire. They've asked, so we'll see.
That's good, because it puts us in a bind when we're in foul trouble, and then you've got to go out there. I mean, it's just, and Marion started doing that early in the second half. I mean, it was in the third quarter.
First half. Well, we went in at halftime. She pulled them out, and I was like, okay. And when we went at halftime, we were already in foul trouble. We had, I had some with 3 already, and it's just, once you have 2 or 3 fouls going into halftime, then you're kind of like, okay, what are we going to do now? And the foul situation had us kind of hung up because of the way that she changed the game at that point. We had 11 fouls. The second half they had 4.
Yeah, I didn't think they had many.
No, sir, they did not.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. We're going to be back and talk some Patherette basketball.
Yes,
I've messed that up all year. We'll be right back.
At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142.
Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year.
Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
Well, thank you for tuning in to Creek Box tonight to watch the Clinch County Panthers play. A lot of times we get caught up in wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's all just a game. The only thing that matters in life is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? The Bible says that whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
Good evening. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. We're here on Sports Talk. I'm here with 3 lovely young ladies. I'm going to throw you in the mix, Tony, even though you're closer to my age.
That was unnecessary.
We got Angel McCray, Coach Tanya O'Berry, and Zy Johnson, 2 great basketball players on our team this year. But we need to put a picture up. Daniel can do that. That's a picture of the whole team. Is that right, Tanya?
Yes,
now,
sir.
you want to give all them a shout out? Who we got?
I do. Starting up by me, let's see. I don't know. You don't have to tell me who's up there. I can't even see that far.
Sanaya.
Sanaya, Angel, Beyonce, you got Tynasia Fluker, Taylor Wells, who was unable to play. She'd been injured most of the season. And of course, my fabulous assistant coach, Cynthia Gray. And then on the bottom, you got Nyla and Zai and Alyssa. No, that's Shanatica. Oh my goodness, I need new glasses. I told somebody this week I thought my eyesight had gone. Lainey Tucker, and then Kara.
Well,
So that's the entire team.
That's the entire team, and a lot of times when we played somebody, that's how many players they played.
That's right, that's right. And Beyonce's our only senior. Beyonce in the middle is this year, and she's, I'm
And
excited.
she played good down the stretch for us when we
did.
got in foul trouble, especially in Greenville. She
Yes.
come and hit some big free throws.
Yes,
so,
she did.
I mean, she played well. I know we're going to
did.
miss her. Tanya, what kind of awards did the team put together this year? We talked about All-State. These two, I think, are
Yes.
nominated for All-State. Are
Yes.
there in the state of Georgia? There's 2 or 3 All-State teams, or they used to be. I don't know if they're.
Sandy Spiel, he's a guy from North Georgia that does stuff called, he has a program called Sandy Spiel, and he of course, you know, we were real excited. He chose Greenville over us, so it was real nice to ride up to Greenville and shut them down in their house. And
That's right.
I tried to call him. I mean, I told the girls, I said, I'm trying to find a number. I want to send him something and say, you better bet on us. But he did. He chose these girls. He chose them for second team All-State honors for that, and he also named us as the most improved team in Class A.
I had to be.
Yes, well, we went. I think we were 11 and 15 last year. These girls were starting as freshmen, along with Kara, and we had kind of a rough season and wound up not doing well and didn't do very well through region. We got pretty out before region. We Wilcox went on to play and they put us out. But this year we wound up 21 and 7. We were runner-ups for region, and he just picked us as the most improved team. And I think he'll have his eye on us this year. He might pick us a lot more this year.
Well, now, Tanya, when will y'all start preparing for next year? I know it's football. They don't never really quit. They come back after Christmas. Now, do y'all go in the weight room, Angel? Do y'all
Yes.
actually lift weights too?
Yes.
My dog. I mean, I know I always see y'all out there running the bleachers at the
Mm-hmm.
football field. I didn't know that you went in the weight room also. Is that a big?
Don Tyson's been real good to bring them in, and he works with them during class at school. We don't do much because by the time I get over there, we're working on fundamental skills. I just told them when we got here, we'll go to camp this year at VSU, which I think will be helpful to us. So we can go back in, maybe will give us an advantage this year. We certainly hope to go back to Final Four and look to compete at the state level for the championship. And that'll be in June. I'll start opening the gym up after spring break. We'll come and have the gym open, and we take turns coming in, you know, because there's rules. You can't have more than 2 girls per coach and stuff. So I have some slots and open up hook up the shoot machine, open up the gym, let girls come in and shoot. And yes, I have a bunch of young girls coming up in 9th grade, and they have blown up my phone since we went to Final Four. And the middle school girls who are coming in 8th grade,
That's right.
when can we play? Can we go to? I'm like, oh my goodness.
Man,
so they're all fired up.
Well, and y'all, I know Angel and Zai, they don't, which y'all probably do. I mean, when you make a run like we did, and it's been a long time, and and not taking nothing to the football team, they're always expected to win, and which that's a good thing. We enjoy that. We all expect to win, and it used to be like that with girls, but now y'all turned the page, and we're back like that again. And all these little kids, like Tanya's talking about, everybody. I mean, we went to Greenville. And Daniel rode with us. We didn't get home till about 2 o'clock. Now, we stopped at McDonald's twice on the way home, I think.
Yeah.
But it was a long, what time did y'all get home? After that was a long ride. It wasn't as long coming home because we had won. If we'd lost, I don't know that we'd still be home by now.
Right, that's exactly right. That's what I told the girls going into this. I said, it's 4 hours if you ride straight. I said, we don't want to come home with the L. Let's put them away. I think the most interesting part, we finally stopped to eat on the way after the game. We were so excited. I kept saying, we're stopping any minute, and we just keep driving. And we finally stopped in, where do they make the Bluebirds in Fort Valley?
Yeah.
We pull up there in a bus that's not a Bluebird, and all these Bluebird employees walk in where we're at McDonald's, and I sit there, I was like, oh gosh, they know I said, tell your people they need to put a USB port on their bus if they want Clinch County to buy a bus from y'all.
Right. I know we were so excited, me, David, and Daniel coming home that I think we went to Alabama twice and turned around and we were sitting there talking about the game, not paying attention. It's dark at the time, so we didn't, it was just exciting.
Yes, it was.
Angel, starting, what's some of the things that you want to improve on with your game heading into next year that you think you need to improve on?
I have to get my free throws right. Those, of course. And the communication between us, between the whole team, we got it at one point, but it was like on rival games. Like we needed like every game. So.
And Zai, what would that be for you, darling?
Well, it's more like teamwork or whatever. Not putting the spotlight on two people all the time. Like basically just trying to get the teammates involved and just go on a roll.
And see, and talking to both of y'all, and I know Coach Tanya would agree, I mean, it helps y'all more when you got somebody that's going to step up and help you also. I mean, that means a lot, where you can actually go sit down and take a break.
Yeah. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know that's right. Up and down the court, and especially, you know, you get hurt because you actually tweaked your ankle in Greenville.
Yes.
And then we didn't know if you were going to play, which we knew you were going to play, but we didn't know how effective you'd be. And I know you had nobody pulling for you more than Zai and the rest of the team because it makes a big difference. So. But I thought you done decent at the free throw line. Zai's an excellent free throw shooter, not to take nothing away from you. And she does a lot of times when I jinx you, Zai, when we're doing it, I'll say Zai's at the free throw line, she's automatic, and then you miss.
It's your fault. We needed to know that.
I know. Hey, well, we're going to take another break right here. Daniel's waving at us. We're going to come back and talk some more Pantherette basketball. We'll be right back.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals. Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh, mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville. Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal.
Good evening. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. We're here on Sports Talk. I'm the host, Alan Hanley, and we're here with three of the most popular young ladies in Clinch County. Made it to the Final Four this year. We got Angel McCray, Coach Tanya O'Berry, and player Zai Johnson. Zai, I want to start with you, darling. What were some of the highlights this year that, in your mind, some of the big games that we played this year?
Well, I would have to say the Greenville game.
That's right.
I mean, the first half I was cold or whatever. Then the second half, I don't know what happened. I guess the switch just turned on, and I was like, well, BSU, I want it, so we're here, we're coming.
That's right. Now, out of the region, which guy would have to be the Telfair, I would think, when we beat them here in Homerville?
Yeah, and the Lanier game in Lanier.
Yeah, that was. Boy, that was a good game. Yeah. I'm going to ask you the same question, Angel.
Mine would have to be Lanier.
Lanier.
Yeah, Kara Kite had a game that night.
Yeah, she had 2 threes.
Yeah.
Big threes.
No, I think she had 4.
Did she
She
have
had 4.
She was always good for 1 3 a game.
Yeah.
I mean, and a free throw or two.
Yeah, she broke out her shell that night. We needed her that night.
I mean, she plays great defense too. She's scrappy. The only thing, she gets 4 fouls in the second quarter. That's what's bad. Tanya, looking back, Region 2A, has anything changed for the upcoming year? I mean, the coaches, you talked a little bit, are the coaches final now, or would they wait? I don't know how it works with basketball.
We had the Region 2A meeting a couple of weeks ago, and that was something we didn't mention. Angel is the Defensive Player of the Year for Region 2A. Zy got beat out by Gracie Brunel, but she's on the first team, and Sanaa made the second team. But at that meeting, there were some folks who mentioned that there would be changes. I think Charlton County is having changes with both their coaches, and I think Coach Lanier from Atkinson is leaving, and I don't know if that's confirmed yet or not. And also in Lanier County, that coach is only going to coach boys. There's going to be a girls coach this year. That came up in the meeting.
Well, that's good, man. That would be hard to have to coach both like that.
I think so. I asked him when he started that, and at one point they did that in Office was doing that. Coach Office was doing that for Turner, and he said it was just too much. Basically, you start practice like we do at 3:30. And we're done around 5:15 or so, and then the boys practice on until about 7:15. And he said, I'm starting and not finishing and getting home till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And that's what both men had mentioned. So I couldn't do that. That's tough.
No, that would be hot. Zy, I didn't get an opportunity to ask you, what do you think you need to improve on your game coming into next year?
Well, the outside shooting. Be able to
shooting.
hit whenever we need it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You've done pretty good. I think, Tanya, we were talking, both of these girls shot 47 right there together.
Yes, right there together,
like.
40, almost 50% on 2-pointers. But most of the time, they'll tell you we're a layup team. You can count on these girls to make layups. They shot some outside. One thing I noticed that I just blew my mind as I was gathering stuff to take to the Region 2A meeting. We didn't quite shoot 100 threes. Did y'all realize? I mean, we didn't quite shoot over 100 threes. It was crazy. I think Kara shot 102. I think she shot, I don't think it was, maybe it was 300, but we made, but it was amazing that so many teams that shot against us. I compiled all this yesterday, just sitting there piddling, getting ready for next season, thinking about what our goals will be for next year, and just the sheer fact that we did not shoot as many threes as we needed to. Because, at the end of the day, you can't make what you don't take.
No, that's right. That's right.
And that was one area we have got. She's right. We've got to do more outside shooting. Open up the inside. Open up that dribble drive, and the easy layup that we like so well.
Now, Angel, who do you like in the NBA, darling?
In the NBA,
yeah.
LeBron.
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 Who do you like, Zy?
Well, I would say LeBron, but I gotta say Kyrie. He's amazing.
I'm becoming the Zion, the man at Duke now. He's going to take LeBron and all over the place, I think, before it's over with. That's impressive to see a big body like that can dribble and do layups like y'all do. I mean, that's got to be and shoot the outside shot. Yeah. That's, and looking, I don't know, Tanya, do we just run a basic offense, or there's sometimes you just say, wherever you turn the ball over, like you say, we're a layup team, just go lay it up and do it? I mean, or do you have, what's in our playbook? I guess what I'm trying to ask. I know what our football playbook is.
Yes,
I'm done when it comes to basketball.
We like sets. We run a lot of sets. We only actually had one play, and we tried to run it and never got a chance. That Coach Austin Loach came in and taught us a play right there. The wheel, came in and taught us the wheel. But for the most part, we run sets: 2-1-2 set, a 1-2-2 set. We like 5 out, and primarily what we're trying to do is get these girls out, and then when somebody challenges them, we're looking for just that dribble drive, and that's a lot of what we've done. And just look to work. We tried to work our big man some inside Sanaa, hitting her where she was on top of the free throw line on the 2-1-2 set, and just creating opportunities for the girls. I think and they'll laugh because I'll say I don't like a play because everybody say, okay, well, one gets the ball to 2, and then one cuts to the left, and then once 2 passes the ball in. I like these girls have their basketball IQ. They've been playing together so long that I'm looking to see more freestyle. That's why we do sets and give them a chance to work off each other, because they work well together. And I think as they get older, it's like that old song from the 70s, ain't no stopping us now.
That's right. Well, we're going to take our last break, and we'll come back and finish up with some girls basketball.
Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has been setting the standard in South Georgia for quality orthopedic and medical care for over 25 years. We don't get to choose when injury or illness will strike, but when they do, the board-certified physicians here will work hard to make sure you recover as soon as possible. Remember, Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has a walk-in clinic where you can get help quick, and special bumps and bruises clinic where middle school and high school athletes can get the best of treatment, even on Saturday mornings after the game. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates, Valdosta, Georgia. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-Go, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
Good evening, welcome back to Creekbox TV. We're live here at Sports Talk. I got Angel McRae, Coach Tanya O'Berry, and Miss Zia Johnson. Zia helped me at the rec park a lot in the concession, anything I need her to do. Girls, we talked about, it's a great season. We got to put that one away, now we're preparing for next year. Who's going to be, in your opinion, Angel, our biggest competition in region next year?
I would say Turner will give us a battle.
Yeah, they're always good.
Yeah.
They got a great coach.
Yeah, they'll give us a battle.
Telfair, I probably graduated a few.
Four of their starters are gone.
Zia, who do you think is going to be our biggest competition next year?
It might be Wilcox. They only lost one senior.
Lost one. And I know, Coach Tanya, we were talking off the camera that, you know, Charlton's going to be very much improved. They didn't win many games this year, but they, you know, playing 5 freshmen, you've been through that, so you know what, you're headed in the right direction.
That's right.
Girls, we've had at school. What's going on now at school for y'all? I know you're doing track, of course. Well, both of y'all are doing track. Zia, y'all start softball here right when school gets out. Yeah. That's right. What's next big? The prom?
Yeah.
Y'all done got a date? Both of y'all done got a date for the prom?
We can't go yet.
They're sophomores.
Yeah.
Let's have this conversation.
I'm sorry. I mean, y'all play like seniors.
That's
I'm
exactly
sorry.
right. They're wise. Well, seasoned beyond their years. That's right.
Maybe y'all can serve at the prom. Does it still eat at the prom? That was the best part about
It's
the
not
prom.
like it was when we were. I tell you, the year I helped with it, I was so disappointed. Like they all rolled in, took pictures, and rolled right back out. And I was like, "There's really good food down here."
Yeah, man,
They rolled
the cucumber
in,
sandwich.
Yeah, we actually had a big pig with an apple in its mouth at my junior prom. So I was like, okay, but no, it's not like that anymore. But,
Well, we're going to talk about the NCAA bracket. We got the girls and the boys going on. I was watching the boys. Have the girls already started? Are they ahead of the boys yet?
I think they were finishing up picking the people. I just saw the funniest thing I saw were the 3 girls from Auburn doing this breakdown. You know, they got a ticket to go in, and they did this really cool dance. And so I think they finished that
and
up.
we got somebody that's tied into Homerville that plays at Auburn also.
Yes, Robin. Excuse me. I think her name is Robin, but her mother Mary Smith played basketball with me. She sure did.
Great basketball player.
Yes, great basketball player, and I think her name is Robin, but she's there at Auburn. But yes.
So they made the tournament. That's who I'm
I
pulling
think
for.
they
then. I'm
did. Yeah, I have
pulling
to say,
for our-
yeah. I was going to say, I always like Pat Summitt's team, but since she's gone, they've struggled. And,
They have.
Yeah.
And who do you take? And the girls?
Probably, yeah.
Auburn.
Auburn.
I'll
I'll
go
say
Auburn.
We're all
Yeah,
going
well,
all right.
Auburn.
Boys, we're finishing up. What you got, Angel?
I don't know. I don't really watch boys, unless it's in the NBA. Like I don't really watch boys. I don't.
You
Yeah.
just Duke, always Duke.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's-
Zion's the man. So
That's right.
we're
Yeah.
good.
I love Duke.
Yeah.
Say, I'm always for Duke.
He's hot right now.
That's right. Well, girls, we'll have y'all back, I'm sure, here coming up. Basketball season, it doesn't seem it's not that far away, so y'all improve, and we appreciate y'all taking the time to come to Sports Talk, and love having y'all and love watching y'all play, and we appreciate it. We'll see y'all next week.